progress or anything that you?
Yeah, schedule's done. It's there's a conflict with one of the bye games. Not a conflict. We agreed on a date. They're asking us to move it to a different date. The date they want doesn't work for us. So we're just waiting for them to say, okay, let's go, for us to release the schedule. But it's done. It's been actually done for probably 3 weeks or so. 3 weeks to a month. We're not moving off the date we got. So
the alternative would be to cancel that game?
Yeah. It's there's a signed contract. So do we agree to push it off for a year and schedule someone else? I mean, we've got a couple backup teams already that would agree to play on that date. So scheduling is it's a nightmare. I just spoke with a coach today that still needs 8 more games to complete the schedule. Scheduling in our business has become it's sad.
Is there a way to fix it?
Get people to stop trying to not play on the road. You know, it's, everybody wants to play at home. I get it. I want to play at home, but it's part of the deal. You gotta travel. And, I think we've proven that we'll get up and we'll leave the building that we love to play in to go play in other people's places, and it's be a lot easier if that's the case.
Not sure if you can talk about it based on kind of what is out there. It seems like you potentially play Michigan twice. Is that is there something kind of weird about that? I know you played it.
Yeah. That's we were going to play Michigan this past season at Michigan, and Beeline and I, both agreed. He asked for it, push it back a year. A little bit when we had made that agreement, neither one of us paid attention to the fact that we had both committed to the same exempt tournament. So we're on opposite sides of the bracket. There's a chance we'll play each other either in the consolation or the championship game of that event. So that won't be a bad thing. I mean, it won't help my sleeping habits at that time of the year, but it's at the end of the day, we play mirror games in conference play. So we're going to have some young guys on our team, so it's going to be a good experience because whenever you play a team twice, there's always some changes that go on game to game, and it'll be good for our guys to have to adjust and learn how to do that, which will prepare us for conference play.
Does the Supreme Court's decision on gambling mean anything to you? Do you feel like it's something college sports will now have to at least address in some way?
I mean, I'm not a gambler, never been one. I'll buy anyone a meal, but I'm not giving a bookie my money. It's just, it is what it is. It's, I don't see how it impacts. I don't know. I shouldn't comment on something. It's been legal in Atlantic City, in all these casinos on Indian reservations around the country, in Las Vegas. I don't know how it changes. I mean,
so you don't feel like if South Carolina legalized gambling on the state level, it would be something you would need to be more aware of in terms of, because there's hand wringing that says, all right, legalized gambling is going to lead to corruption and point shaving, etc. throughout sports. Is that a concern that you share at any level? Is it any different than it was a week ago?
We've had legalized gambling in the state of Nevada and in Jersey for a long time, and it's like everything else. It's, I don't know. I'm not a gambler. I'm not. I don't really pay a lot of attention to that. Obviously, the casinos and the people that run these sport books know what they're doing. If not, they wouldn't be in business. It's gambling something that we spent countless hours addressing the gambling issue with our players the way it is, as the system has existed. I can't remember I've been in college now 18 years. In my 18 years in college basketball, 1 year where it was not like unbelievable amount of time spent with the players on this whole gambling thing. And I'm sure if it gets passed, there'll be some things that I'll have to study up on and be prepared for. And there's some dynamics that I'll have to handle that are a little different than what I handle now, but I'm not worried about it. But that comes more from ignorance than anything else.
Seeing Brian practice with your team the last half of the season, just how much are you excited to see him on that stage at the NBA Combine this week?
Yeah, I'm real excited. I was supposed to be up there Friday, and because of my wife's deal, I won't make it up there. I don't think I will. But I'm excited for him. He's such an awesome kid, and to have the opportunity after what he's been through for the past year, to have the opportunity to actually, line up and perform. He loves to play ball. And here's the thing that's awesome. He's got unbelievable pride to tell everyone up there he's a Gamecock. All the NBA teams that are meeting with him, the ones that he's worked out for already, the GMs have called and said, man, Frank, this guy absolutely loves what you guys do. So it's going to be fun. He's a real good player. I'm rooting for him. I hope he does well this week.
How do you sort of feel about the strength of your backcourt at this point, considering some of the names you have or will bring in?
Some of the names I have.
You've got coming in.
Yeah. Well, the guy that played the most minutes at the guard spot, Hassani Gravett, he comes back, and he was better this year than he was the year before, and he'll be better next year than he was this year. And it's obviously we've got two guards and TJ and Jermaine that we've done a lot of homework on and took our time in recruiting them. I said this the other day, Jermaine reminds me a little of Sindarius. His demeanor, his body type, kind of the way he plays. Jermaine's pretty good, and so is TJ. TJ just made an unbelievable adjustment this year when he went to Finley Prep. And he played with the four guys who started with him, all signed high major scholarships. So he had to learn how to distribute, and I'd never seen him play that way before. And watching him this year, coupled with the fact that he could really score, because that's kind of what I saw him before, I got real excited about who he is and the kind of player he so I'm in a good place. We've got some guys that I feel fit who we are.
And those guys have to play right away, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's some other stuff out there that I can't speak about yet, but I think you guys have all read about it or heard about it, and all those guys are going to play. It's they understand. That was part of the recruiting conversation with them. Is like they're going to have an opportunity to play from day one, and they've got to be prepared to do it. And I'm excited for who they are, though. I really feel like they will fit in just right with how we want to do things.
On Sin, real quick, what did you think of his rookie season? How much did you get to watch him on TV, even though he was on the West Coast?
I tried to watch. I'm so consumed with my own team during the season that I don't watch as much as I probably should, just to get my mind off of nonsense. But when the season ends, I go find NBA games as much as I can. Watched month of April, latter part of March, early April. I watched as much as I could, and he actually played real good basketball. Yeah, but we stayed in touch, and I speak with that organization. They love him. He's handled himself like a pro. I mean, it's from a level of maturity and professionalism, I couldn't be prouder. He's been around for a month now. And he's living in Colombia, so he comes around almost every day. And, it's great. I'm so happy for him. He's in great spirits. I just knock on wood that he stays healthy and that they keep believing in him so he can have a long career.
How beneficial is it for Chris to go through this process, no matter kind of what his final decision is, to go through, work out with teams, all that kind of stuff?
I think it's awesome. I think it's great for him. He's worked his tail off to get better as a player. That's his dream. He's getting real information, not my opinion. See, my opinion for the NBA is irrelevant. I don't work for the NBA, and whatever I think, they don't care. So it's good that he gets to sit in front of NBA people and have conversations and get their opinions of him as a player, so he knows what real is. And that's the greatness of this opportunity of these kids allowed to go through this process. I think with the commission's opinion that I think we're going to adopt, I'm not the spokesperson, but which is allow these guys to go all the way to the draft and then choose to come back after the draft like baseball. I think that's going to be, even better. That's going to give these kids even more information so they can make the right decisions, so they know what's real. It's not an unknown, it's not a hope, it's not a dream. It's about making real decisions. So all this has been real good for Chris.
Is it hard for a coach to be proud and supportive of guys like that, but in the back of your mind, is that tough emotionally for you to? I mean, I know you love your guys, but you got to think about how good you would be if the team comes.
Yeah, I don't worry about that kind of stuff. Our jobs is to recruit guys and then develop them so they can get to this place and make these decisions. When you got guys that are worthy of going through this, it means you're recruiting the right kind of guys and that they're doing their job and you as coaches are doing your job. This is their time. It's selfish for me to want these kids to stay in college because they make us better. They make us better because of who they are. They can make us better because of their talent. But this is their time. Brian hasn't been able to wear a uniform yet. We're optimistic that he's going to be given that opportunity. But I know what he contributed to that team last year. It's no surprise that ever since he showed up on campus, our team started to get better and better and better. I think we all know what Chris has done over his 3 years. It's selfish for me to want to try to deprive them of this personal opportunity that they've earned, to want to keep them around for selfish reasons so our team is good. They've helped our team become good. It's my job as a coach to manage the dynamic, whether they stay or go, and continue to help our team get better.
Thanks, Frank.